Welcome to the KBL Walk and Talk. So today I want to talk about the Britcard, which is the digital slave card, because you already have the slave card, which is the passport. So the digital slave card basically connects you up to everything. Yeah, so the digital slave card, which you already have like your slave number, which is your national insurance number, and then you have your slave card, which is your passport, and then you have your digital slave card, which will be your digital ID. So basically, when they link it up to your credit score, your social credit score, your carbon credit score, all your information, it will all be connected. So they'll be able to restrict your movements, restrict what you buy, restrict what you eat, restrict every single thing you do if you accept this and you play along with it. And we've just seen like various degrees of what would you call it, like in Vietnam they shut down 80 million bank accounts and they forced biometrics on people. You know, how do they get away with that? It's like there must be some illegal like criminality for doing something like that. I mean, how can they even do that and get away with it? I don't even think they passed any legislation. I think they just went ahead and done it. And then you got Switzerland. They've just voted in a referendum, like majority, to have the digital, no, to have sorry, not digital ID, to have an ID put in place. Switzerland's normally like quite a free-ish country, so I mean they're a bit tax heavy, but there's ways of getting around that. But yeah, this Britcard and him saying it's mandatory, it's like we've had these threats since 2020. Like, if you don't get vaccinated, you can't work, you can't travel. Yeah, you done that last time. You know, I don't care. I didn't travel. I was willing to lose my job. You know, it's one argument I'm not going to give up on. You know, what they're doing is wrong. They're not helping anyone. They're just basically ruining people's lives. And this is what it's all about, isn't it? It's that control and making people slaves. So they no longer have their independence. They no longer have their freedom. And you're not really free as it is. And it's like, if these things continue, you'd be less free. But it's always been about control. They're trying to control everything. I've come to the wrong place. I need to walk in the road. But yeah, this Britcard, like, they try and make it nationalistic, patriotic. It's like, oh yeah, it's a Britcard. Like, so they use that name, but it's anything but. I just make my way to the shopping centre. I remember which way I gotta go. But yeah, it's just so wrong what they're doing. It's like, what's going on, innit? Yeah, because the name of the game is to link your digital ID to the central bank digital currency, the CBDC, central bank digital currency. So you will need the digital ID to access everything. And that's the thing, and people say I've got nothing to hide, but you won't have any ability to hide anything. Here's Megatron, awesome, eh? Got Bumblebee coming up. Yeah, you won't have the opportunity to hide anything, because everything would be exposed, everything could be online, all your details, records, everything you do, everywhere you shop, it's Bumblebee. Cool, isn't it? Quite creative, and good skills. And here is Optimus Prime. Pretty good, eh? Yeah, it's another food hall. Plenty of choice for food here. Yeah, so this is what they want, because they hold all the cards. Basically, they will not be living under this system. There's even a central bank digital currency. There's retail, which the majority of people get, and then there's the wholesale, which would be for the businesses And then the super rich, the elites, they have their gold and they have their assets in art and different stuff, and the rest of us will be like tracked and monitored. And you just see it's the various countries like Southeast Asia, there's a lot of push towards digitalization of services. Slavecard, hello. So there's loads of like yeah, QR payments. And then Cambodia, Laos, both have e-visa, just like Thailand. UK's got e-visa, but e-visa for permits. You've got the ETAs, they've got different names. EU's setting theirs up. CBDC is coming in the EU, it's coming in October, so next month. And these mechanisms of control are forever tightening. But we've had these attempts before to bring ID to the UK, but they failed before. I think it's a Labour government, was it David Blunkett? He was going to bring it in, and Tony Blair, you know, little Satan, you know, he's as globalist as they get, and they're always trying to push this agenda on the people, aren't they? It's like this mission to get rid of cash. Pick up like yeah, places like New York is always like cash is king. Thailand as well, cash was king. And then the COVID stuff started, and they brought out the scan to get you used to not using cash, because here it's always about the Thai baht, and it's like everybody preferred cash, but now they've got this scan. So trying to bring the cashless society as much as they can. And even America is way behind on payments, and they didn't even have like chip and pin for years. Like UK like had it way before, and then even on their metro is like a cardboard card, and London had the Oyster card, plastic card. But like New York's caught up, Thailand's caught up with the UK, and because I remember when they had 3G here and UK had 4G, and now Thailand's more advanced. And you start to see the roads are better here, getting better, and the roads in the UK are getting worse. And the crime in the West is getting worse. Because it's like so many things going on. It's like you've got the digital ID being pushed by the United Nations in New York, and you've got ID 2020. Bill Gates is a proponent of the digital ID. And it's basically what they want. They want to track everything you do. And now they're talking about, in the UK, about having limits on crypto. So saying you're allowed £10,000 to £20,000. And they're bringing more and more restrictions on cash. Like you can only take out, like if you go to a different country, I think it's like something like, is it €3,000? I've seen in Albania is your limit you're allowed to carry with you, and quite a few countries got a limit now. But the digital ID, going back to it, is so heavily being pushed in Africa and Asia. So this is basically what they want, don't they? They want to make it like not only with the controls, like are you a good citizen, are you like have you got a good carbon footprint, even though it's a load of BS. They want to use it to control you, but also they're making like travel so much more difficult. It's like in Thailand, you know, now you need to do the, was it TDAC, the travel digital arrival card, and then Cambodia you got to do the e-visa. Laos, yeah, I think they got an arrival system as well in Cambodia, so you have to do that 5 days before you go to the Khmer Republic, I think it is. Is that its official name? And that? It's like the big shopping centre, which is all about consumerism, but I've got time to kill, so I've got to do something. Oh yeah, there's been a storm going on here from Vietnam. It's not really been that bad really, but look at the clouds, not looking good. But last night it rained the most it's rained since I've been here. I've been here 2 weeks now, and yeah, just pouring down for hours on end. But yeah, they're also making travel more difficult with you know, with these conflicts as well. Like you've got Ukraine and Russia, Thailand's got issue with Cambodia, so like certain provinces they're called here, what they say in Thai, Chang Wat. So yeah, certain Chang Wats where they got you got the southeastern Chang Wats, which have got an border issue with Cambodia, and in the south there's like 3 or 4 Chang Wats where they have problem with the Islamic Malay terrorist groups. Is it Hat Yai and I'm not sure if Hat Yai is one of them. I'm not sure about Sulat Thani. That's right. It's not far from Phuket, Sulat Thani, so I'm not sure about that. But Hat Yai is one of them. Yala, yeah, Yala is another one. They've been having a conflict there for quite a long time, but it's mostly the Malay side, not the Thai side. But yeah, so I mean, most of Malaysia's safe to go to anyway, like Kuala Lumpur, no problem. It's a bit more sketchier than Thailand, I'd say. But it's only like, I've not been around the city 100%. Singapore's very safe, that's close by as well, next to Malaysia. But that's like a proper technocracy, that is. It's so digitally, what do you call it? Such a digitalised country, because it's an island and it's like it's got all the infrastructure for the technocratic system. I think Malta is probably the European version of that. And you see, like where they've done the lockdowns, like quite a harshly. It's like places like Malta and Singapore, and that's another thing in Vietnam. Yeah, they've got that behaviour, like where they just recently shut down 80 million bank accounts to force people to give their biometrics to access their cash. They was quite strict on the lockdowns as well in Vietnam. Let's not forget that. And then Malta was one. The Europeans, yeah, they were quite harsh, not on the same level. I think Italy and Greece were 2 of the worst ones. Then Ireland was a lot worse than the UK, because they locked down for a hell of a long time. So I don't know how these businesses still survive there. But yeah, it's digital ID, it's the technocratic system, the ultimate control system. Getting a bit of wind now. But you'll see like all these things coming in. It's basically, it's all control. It's all to steal the wealth of the people. And we're not just talking about the UK, it's talking about worldwide. They're pushing like agenda well, there's different agendas being pushed. So you've got digitalisation here in Southeast Asia, and in China there's quite a lot of it. In Europe it's more about destroying Europe. So that's the Kalergi plan, where there be a mass illegal immigration and specifically chosen Indians because they don't integrate, and there's more of them than there is actual white people, I believe. And the white population is only like 7% of the world now. Because that's the thing, everybody keeps saying about the white people are the majority, but they're not. The real minority is the white people. But I know you could be anal and you can say like, oh, the Native Americans are less. But yeah, maybe that's true. But like when you're talking Asian, black and white, the white are a minority compared to the African and the Indian populations. But yeah, where do we go from here? The best thing to do is not accept it, because they can force it onto you but they can't force you to use it. Start using crypto. You can get crypto in decentralized exchanges, so you don't have to keep using their fiat money system, which is fake money anyway. So that's the thing, if you don't get involved in it and you don't support it, it can't work, it can't be successful. It's only when people participate that it works. It's like in the UK there's like 100,000 or less workers in the NHS which refuse to get the vaccine. So like they couldn't get through their mandate, they couldn't force everybody in the NHS to take up the blackmail of getting the vaccine. And in the travel industry, they're losing so much money because they had this requirement that you had to have the jabs to travel, and thousands of us didn't travel, and we was holding out because we didn't want to give in to these bloody evil agendas, you know. None of it's been about your health, it's all BS. When they say it's to protect you, they're not protecting you. You know, shutting the gyms never protected you, did it? Because you was getting fat, you was out of shape. You know, you have an immune system for a reason. You don't need pharmaceuticals. You know, in Greece, pharmacies means pharmakia, which just means sorcery. It's witchcraft. Same as MAGA. That's like a high level witchcraft. But then you get all the Trumpites still following Trump, thinking he's a saviour. You know, he's the father of the vaccine, don't forget that. You know, all the things he does, it's like, it's all like deception. It's all trickery. It's basically fool you into believing like he's one of you and he's there to help you. He's not. And that's another thing I'll say again and again and again. Stop voting. There's no point voting for any parties. It's the system that's the problem, it's not the party. You know, you don't get anywhere supporting the same system. How many years have you lived and nothing's changed? Look at America. Democrats or Republicans, sorry. You know, the wars do not stop. The wars never stop. You know, like, look at all the wars, Vietnam, Iraq, Afghanistan. You know, Vietnam, America started that war. Britain started World War I and World War II. Germany didn't bomb UK or England. UK bombed Germany first. That's what they miss out in the history books. And like Vietnam, they missed out the bit where America kept, not America, I don't blame the American people. I love the American people, but what I'm saying is the government of America, the United States Corporation, let's say, because it's a business, basically they kept probing Vietnam and they kept pushing their luck. They kept trying to poke the bear, like with Russia as well. They're always poking the bear. And they think communism's Russian and Jewish. But I'll leave that for another time. Anyway, yeah. Don't believe the problem, reaction, solution psyop. It's basically refugees, digital ID or no digital ID, they will not stop. They've got the power to stop them now. They've got the power to make people pay taxes. They've got the power to do everything. It's all BS. If they want to stop something, they can stop it, but they choose not to stop it, and then they use this excuse that giving them a digital ID is going to stop it, and all it's going to do is make it easier for them to work, which they're not even entitled to work because they're illegal. And that's what I like about Thailand. I appreciate that they got these measures in place protecting the Thai people, because Thailand is for the Thai people, like Japan is for the Japanese, and so on and so on. So you should protect your people, protect your nation, and only letting people who are going to add something, not deduct something from you and be a strain in your country. Anyway, it's a bit off script, so I hope this video comes out alright. Please like, share it and subscribe, and look forward to speaking to you soon. Take care, goodbye for now.